it's just like, you can't look at someone like Edgar and be like, I want 5 crews. I mean, you can do that, but it's like, how do you eat an elephant? You got to break it down into bite-sized chunks, but you got to know what the bite is, right?
I just wanted to ask one thing. I mean, I don't know if this is like speaking out of turn, but um, it typically like what you've seen in your program, um, I don't know where everybody comes from. Like me, like my goal right now is like I'm trying to make like 10, 15 grand a month. I'm doing all the work by myself right now. I'm trying to hire out, like I said earlier. For someone like myself, like what's I know I'm following the program. I'm watching all the videos. I'm going 100% at this. I'm going to be on these calls. I want to ask the questions. I'm going to be the annoying guy breaking your balls and
Do
sending
it.
you messages. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I want this to work for me. But typically, like someone in my position who's not starting from, I don't want to say a great starting point, but just not, just as a one man show. Uh, what exactly is the formula? Do we just go right to hiring and just booking the workout, like you said, just like book out, book out, book out, and work on the hiring a team immediately, or what? What would you?
I mean, book out, absolutely start booking out. Start ramping up your sales and marketing as quickly as you can. Like that's got to be number one. Use that production planner, get yourself booked out 4 or 5 weeks, right? Next step is hire a helper, right? They can be experienced painter, they can be inexperienced painter, whatever. And then you work with a helper and you work with them until they can work by themselves while you go to an estimate, right?
Yeah.
And then once they're at that kind of pretty autonomous position, you look at your production schedule again. Okay, am I still scheduled 5 weeks? We're producing a little bit faster now. What else do I need to do in marketing and sales to increase that rate? And the next step then is once you're booked again 4 or 5 weeks out, you hire a second helper or another experienced painter, right? Now you work crew of 3 for the next couple of weeks until they are working together as a team. Then you can teach them the other administrative things, how to set up the job, how to talk to the customer, how to collect the payment, how to do the walkthrough, how to get colors, how to pick up paint, all of the other administrative things around production. And then all of a sudden, you have a crew. And then you can go do estimates while 2 painters are working, right? One crew can produce $25,000 a month, right? A painter can produce about $13,000 a month for one painter if you're pricing right. So that's 26,000 for 2 painters, right? A little bit of inefficiencies, maybe 22, 25,000. I mean, that can be 10,000 a month profit for you being off the tools with one crew. Right. So that's what I would maybe start working towards as your short, medium term goal. Get booked out, hire a helper, get them trained, hire a second helper, build your first crew, and get that crew to an operational efficiency where you can go do estimates, run to the paint store, hang out with your kids while they're producing work for you.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like just like like I said, I'm following the program, but that sounds like a little bit more like, all right, short term. Where do I really start? Like I know in like one of your call, like the last call, it was like you don't need to implement absolutely everything right away. And I see myself kind of doing that. Like I'm like, all right, should I build a marketing team? Like shit,
Yeah.
I just got to go out there and do my own thing right now, and then
Yeah.
start hiring gradually. But I like you giving me kind of a timeline and what should be done. So I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
I mean, man, if you walked out of this program going from where you are right now to a crew to 2 painters,
Yeah.
working autonomously, that'd be a pretty cool 90-day outcome.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
just like you can't look at someone like Edgar and be like, I want 5 crews. I mean, you can do that, but it's like, how do you eat an elephant? You got to break it down into bite-sized chunks, but you got to know what the bite is, right? So I think manageable chunk, next 90 days, figure out the plan that you need to get your business to that $25,000, $30,000 a month, 2 painters working together that aren't you. And then you can help them. You can even work 15, 20 hours a week on the tools too, if you want to help push production, make a little bit more cash, but then use the rest of your week to do estimates, organize, talk to customers, set up jobs, get paint, and hang out with your kids.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah. I like that.
Cool. Well, hopefully that helps, man. Gives you a little bit of clarity. If there's anything else you need on clarity, let me know.